it's Megs here, otherwise known as Megs Cahill, and I'm back with another video. As you guys can see, I have no makeup on right now face-wise because I'm going to do a updated face routine for you guys. And I've recently tried some new little techniques with doing my makeup, and I've kind of fallen back in love with doing makeup. I found for a while I was having a hard time getting back into loving makeup. I don't know, sometimes I just feel like I get a little burnt out and stuff like that. So, but I've been playing with some different things, and I have some stuff that I've never changed, that I just love these products so much. And then I have some stuff that is newer that I'm absolutely loving. So I figured I would share with you guys my updated face routine. And this is how I do my own personal makeup. Obviously I do my clients' makeup a little bit different than I do myself. That's just how it works. But this is my I'm ready to look good face makeup. So this isn't my quick face makeup, but this is my I still want to look good, So, I want to tell you guys about my makeup bag really quick. I got this for Christmas. I'm so excited. I'm sure you guys have seen these all over the place. It almost mimics a camera bag. I feel like that's where it first came from. But I thought about doing this because I've been using this case lately, and I've really only been taking my absolute go-to favorite products in here. So as you guys can see, a lot fits in here. This is more just my face stuff. And then there's a little thing. There's a little thing for brushes, which these are my everyday brushes. I just cleaned them yesterday, so that's only one-time use. Don't worry, they're not super nasty. And then this, I put my brow pencils and stuff in there, as you can see. So the things that are too long to fit in there. But I love this. You can move these compartments. They're super cool. And I just have some stuff that I've just been doing a little bit differently. I've just really been liking how my face has been turning out lately. Sorry guys, I'm setting up a mirror so I can see. Okay, cool. I've really just been enjoying how my makeup's been coming out lately, and I don't know, it's just a little bit different. So I am a tad bit self-tanned. As you guys know, I am pale baby for sure. So I'm a little bit self-tanned. And I feel that's kind of making my makeup look a little bit better. Because when you have a little bit of color, I feel you can just do so much more bronzer-wise and stuff. And when I'm super pale, I just can't really do those things, Because I'm literally the color of my shirt. So also, I accidentally stabbed myself in the eye while I was telling my best friend a story and popped a blood vessel in my eye. So that's what that is. Anyways, let's jump on in. So normally on myself, I normally do my face first, then my eyes. But if I'm doing something more like an eye like this that could have potential fallout, I'll do my eyes first. I actually did a pictorial of this on my Instagram stories, and this will be on Snapchat stories too. Probably gonna go away though, so if you guys like this, let me know and I'll do a tutorial on it. Let's get into face. So base and foundation, I switch up a lot, but I'll tell you what I'm loving. So prep wise, I'm really loving the Good Jane's Best Face Oil. This is absolutely amazing. It's just a nourishing oil, and if you guys are using creams that are a little bit tougher, this would be great to help blend them out a little bit more. But I just freaking love this stuff, and it just has a drop kind of applicator. I have fallen in love with Good Jane's. You guys will see them a lot on my channel and on my Instagram. I worked with them once, never tried their stuff, and I was like, this is good stuff. So with that being said, I am working with them now, so I'm just really, whoa, I almost dropped that. I'm really loving all of their products, to be honest. And this oil, I like to put it on before I go to bed, and sometimes before I do my makeup, and my face is super dry, but I've been putting so much oil and moisturizer on lately that my face is super moisturizing today. Another one of my favorite primers is the Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer. That one's bomb. Or the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream as a base. But today we're going to be using the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I used to be obsessed with this stuff and have it in my kit, and I would just use it on clients because I was I don't want to use it on myself because then I'm going to buy more and it's expensive. And I just got on Bobbi Brown's PR. Ooh. So with that being said, they sent me this face base, and I was oh my gosh, I haven't used this in so long. So lately this has been something I've been picking up out of my collection because it was super good. And honestly, when you're dry, I took my nose ring out because I had to shoot yesterday and I didn't put it back in. Whoops. Moisture is everything. Having a good moisturizer or face, I don't want to say face base, that's what this is called, but a good primer and stuff like that is super important, because if not, we don't want to look cracky. So yeah, again, Bobbi Brown face base first. So, we'll go into foundations, which these aren't my top foundations of all time, but these are two, oh, they're over here, whoops. these are two foundations that I like. And since I'm a little bit more tan, which you guys are probably like, you're not tan at all, Megs, what are you talking about? But like, compared to my face, guys, like, I'm really pale, you know? So I've been doing a mixture of the Estée Lauder Double Wear, which I do really like, but when I use this, I do put a lot of oils and moisture in my face because this is drying. This is drying. I don't care what anyone says, this is so drying. Not so drying, but like, it's drying. And then I like to mix it with the Born This Way and Light Beige foundation. So I mix these two, as you guys can see kind of the tones of my body. So this gives it a little bit more of that like orangey fake tan vibe because I do have fake tan. And then this is a little bit more me, you know, a little bit more me. So I'm gonna mix these. Oh, and I have a new favorite product. My favorite sponge right now is the Makeup Shack sponge. Ooh, it's so like ASMR. So fluffy. Anyways, it's so fluffy and it's pretty big. So normally I just mix these on my hand. So I'll do like, oh. All right, we'll use this in place because I don't have it in here and I didn't bring all my stuff in here. Okay, so what I normally do is I mix these two if I want to be more like matte. But if I want more like, you know, glow in my face, I will use some of the Charlotte Tilbury like glow, any kind of liquid glow. So I have this one right here. So I'm gonna use the Girlacik Platinum. I think this is gonna be a little bit more sheeny. I just like don't like to look too dry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put like two little swirls of that, and then I'm gonna put like 1.5 squirts of that. See, it's pretty dark. And then I need to get a pump for this because I feel like I'm like running out. And then I put half of Double Wear, which is a little bit lighter. So the Double Wear I am using in 2W0, which is warm vanilla, which is what Beauty by Angie used on me at the beach shoot. Yeah, see how those are a little bit different? So it kind of evens out. I'm just gonna use the tip of this to kind of like mix these children's up. And I'm just gonna pounce this on like how you do, you know. But I feel like this combo has been working pretty well. I just like don't have like a specific foundation that I'm obsessing over right now, except I do really love the Makeup Revolution foundation is bomb. I love that foundation, and it's like $6 too, so like, come on. I don't like to put a ton of product on my forehead, honestly, because I've been doing this like cream contouring slash bronzing kind of thing lately, but I've been loving. Wow, this looks like it does not match me at all on camera. Wow. Yeah, so I just use whatever's like left on it for my forehead, because like I also have a lot of premature wrinkles on my forehead from me being an expressive child. Not like literally when I was a baby, but like, I mean like, I always call myself child. So there we go, guys. Now you're starting to see it, and then I'm gonna highlight too. Okay. Oh, I didn't gel my eyebrows. Since I'm here, we'll tell you guys about this product. This is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. Literally the best brow gel I've ever tried in my whole entire life. I don't care what anyone says. It's amazing. It holds your brows in place so well for so long. Like, for a while I was like, brow gel isn't that big of a deal. I was just using the NYX one, which is like still good. But this one is like glue. My brows look so much better now. So concealer wise, I've been liking the Conceal and Define Makeup Revolution. I have one big one and one little one. Amy let me try these. I don't personally have Makeup Revolution PR, but I do buy their stuff at Ulta a lot. So Amy was like, yeah, you could try these. So I'm like, dope. So I've been using 2 shades just to get that like more dimension, you know, in my face. So this is C6 and I'm almost out of it. Sad day, sad story. And this is kind of like what I first lay down for concealer. Okay, so this is what I first just kind of put down. It's gonna look like a lot, but this is like really thin of this, you know. It's not like I'm like, there's not much left, so I'm like scraping what's left. It's not like I'm plopping on a ton. Okay, so I blend this out first. So this is like my first shade I blend out. I just like the light, like how this looks. It stays super well. It reminds me of like a Shape Tape that like doesn't dry your face. Okay, next I'm taking C2, so this is 4 shades lighter. And that's just gonna go mainly in like little areas, like totally not as much product. And I'm just kind of dabbing this straight up and down, not like moving it too much. And then this is just gonna blend into the center of my forehead. So now that this is all blended out, we're gonna be doing my new favorite part of doing my face makeup. Like, I'm obsessed with this step. I'm going to be taking one of my all-time favorite foundations ever, which is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick. This is in shade Y365 or 123. So this is just a cream foundation. I'm gonna use this to contour my face and add warmth. But I'm gonna be using my new brush obsession, which is the highlighting brush from Too Faced. The handle's freaking crystal and the top is like just like the perfect size. And I love this because this isn't only like contouring and bronzing my face, but it's also adding coverage, which is nice because normally when you do your foundation, you kind of just like focus here. So it's just adding that little extra coverage in these areas. So that's why I don't put a lot of foundation on my forehead, because I'm gonna be going. So I just kind of like take it straight from the tube. And I just start by like literally just tapping where I want it. So like tapping, and if I swipe, it's like baby swipe, not like I'm not like, you know? So I just start by like tapping it, kind of smile and curve the bottom of my cheekbone. And then I start with my forehead. And this is where I'm like a little bit more swipey vibes. And I just kind of take it down a tad because like I have a big forehead. And like kind of wish I had a smaller forehead, but like it's fine. And then so once I've kind of got this cheek where I want it, take the Makeup Shack sponge, smile, and just bounce this on the top of my cheek. Because I'm literally just melting and blending where I put the warmth into the highlight. So as you guys can see, there's definitely a difference on each side of my face. I don't do my full jawline, but I do like to do my chin. Just when I put my head forward, it's like, you know? So I just kind of like let this little guy live his life. And then I take the booty of my sponge and tap. And then I just take whatever's left and just tap the sides of my nose, because I don't like crazy nose contour, and I think I have like a pretty small nose as it is. Fun fact, I used to get made fun of for my nose when I was little, because there was this boy that I didn't like him back, but he liked me. So his mom decided to find some way to make fun of me. So she decided to say that my nose looked like a squid. Very fun. And since then, in school, everyone would make fun of my nose. Which now that we're older is funny, because I have a lot of people that get nose jobs and they would like my nose for like reference. So like this kid's mom off. So for some reason, my camera keeps stopping, which is really annoying. But we're about to do my favorite part of my makeup now. Like, this is like, I think it's just because I really like this product, so I'm just like, but anyways, this is the Beauty Bakery Flour, what does it say? Better Not Bitter. This is the setting powder. I think this is, oh, translucent, yeah. This powder is just like everything. I don't know what it is, but like, I'm obsessed. Alright, so what I do is I take like a big fluffy brush. This is the It Cosmetics Airbrush Powder Brush, another favorite brush. It Cosmetics is an amazing brush brand. I just tap in here, tap it off, and then I use my hand to like tap, and look at all that excess that was on here. There's still more, and like, you know, so we don't really need all that on our face. So the first thing I do is like lightly set my face. So I like legitimately like lightly set, and then I use the rest in my hand to lightly set. Dude, like even I just tapped it off and there's still so much in the brush. Like sometimes we don't really realize like how much product we're using, and sometimes like we don't always really need like that much, you know? So now that I just like lightly set my face, which I normally don't set my face, guys. Like this. Like, I don't set like this. So this is like a new thing for me. And then I take my sponge and the pointy part, going to tap into the powder. Again, gonna tap into my hand. I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna start by just pressing into like the part of my nose and like the right under my eye. So this is how I bake, and I normally don't bake, so this is like also something new for my routine. And I'm literally just gonna bake the inside part. I'm not gonna like, you know, just the inside part. And I just kind of tap that in because I want brightness. I like love the brightness. And then I'll bake my chin a little bit because also I always like set my hand on my chin and like it comes off sometimes. And then I'm gonna just also kind of extra powder the center of my forehead a little bit because I want the brightness. Not because I'm oily, because I'm a dry ass child, but because I want the brightness. Okay, now that that's set, which I'm obsessed with this powder, you guys need to try this if you haven't. Like, I'm so excited Beauty Bakery sent that to me because I wouldn't have really known about it if not, and like, I love it. Okay, let's talk about my favorite bronzer ever. Like, ever. Like, I can't really live without this bronzer, and I feel like my makeup isn't fully done without this bronzer. And one of my favorite brushes. This is the Morphe. Yep. This is the Morphe, oh my gosh, Morphe R7. Again, dirty, I used it yesterday. Just like the perfect fluffy brush that's pinched. So good. And let me tell you about my favorite bronzer ever. This is the Dulce 09 Milani bronzer. My absolute favorite bronzer in the whole entire world. And I just kind of like swirl and tap in it. Kind of a lot, I know. But now that like my face is set, I feel like I need a little bit like bronziness back in it. So I literally just like run this all over my life. So just like across my forehead, I feel like there was a line separating my forehead in half, just on the top half, sides, smile, and even bring it up a little bit like on the blush part. I just feel like this bronzer is like my whole entire life, and like if I don't have this one, like then I don't want any, you know, like I don't want any. I just freaking love this bronzer so much. Let's talk about another one of my favorite products while we're kind of on this area. This is the Sweetie Pie Too Faced. This is the Radiant Matte Bronzer, is what it says. Would you guys like to tell me if that's matte or not? Because I'm pretty sure that's not matte. It has shimmer in it. But anyways, this is the matte bronzer. But it has that beautiful coral in it, so it just makes like the prettiest freaking pink. And I love it. And sometimes I feel like it's not really done, but I only use this on a certain part of my cheek. Well, as I was trying to say, I love this bronzer. It's not matte. I don't know why Too Faced calls it matte, but I just like love it. And I just more keep it on the middle because the outside is where like the bronzier parts are. So I'm more just like, and I only apply this right here on the backside. I don't take this to my cheek, just the backside. So when I turn forward, it's like just freaking beautiful. Like I said, just the backside, and sometimes like top of forehead and chin to just like put it together. Okay, so now it's time that we wipe this away. So I'm just gonna use this Sigma F35 tapered brush. This is another stable brush in my life, and literally kind of wiping it away, but also like kind of wiping it in, you know. And now I just have like that brightness, which is so pretty. And I love that this powder doesn't get cakey either, dude. It like makes your face look so smooth. It's amazing. Okay, so we're gonna highlight right now, but highlighting wise, these aren't my favorite highlighters of all time, but they're what I'm currently using, which is the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in Champagne. This is a lie, this is actually one of my favorite highlighters of all time. But I'm pretty pale, like I'm kind of tan right now, but like I'm not tan. This is like somewhat color for me, and this kind of works on me now. If I'm more tan, it'd work perfect, and it works perfect on like tan girls, but I'm pale baby, so like I think I need the lighter one. I think there's like a lighter one or a pink, but the freaking formula of this and everything, and it just looks so good. So really, I almost just use this as a base. So this kind of reminds me of the whole like Gilded Honey kind of thing. And I just kind of, like, I'm not like that highlight person that's like, perfect. Like, nah, I don't want you to have any trace of me looking like I have a little line or dot on my face. Like, I want it to be, like, blown out. So I kind of use this to, like, blow everything out. And I use this more cheeks and then, like, top of the brow. Because, again, I'm not oily, so, like, I don't really live that life. Arch of the brow. And chin. Now, I use the lighter shade, which I'm currently using the Morphe High Impact Highlighter in Extra, is what I'm currently using. Wouldn't say it's like my all-time fave, but it's cool. And then I just smile and hit like the top. You know, like before I was kind of like going all here, but I just like ding, 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 you know. I just hit the top, like I said. And then this is what I'll take down my nose. So I like this brush because it's tapered and pointed, so I can use a tip. I didn't tell you guys this brush. This is the Moda M12, it looks like. Either M12 or 13. You don't know, but I'm obsessed with this brush as well. And I just down my nose it. I mean, I don't really care. I'm not that person that's like the little like exclamation mark, like that's dope, but like I just don't do it because like I don't really care. I feel like this is my nose shape, so like, I don't know. That's that. And I'm gonna use this on my cube as well. Because if I use the other one, it's a little too dark and then I feel like I get like weird shadows, you know? Boom! I'm that person that always combos highlights. Like, I don't just do one highlight because, like, why just do one highlight? Let's talk about blush, baby. Ew. So this is one of my two favorite blushes ever. My favorite blushes ever are the Milani Baked Blushes. This is one of my favorite blushes ever, which is Luminoso from Milani, the Baked Blush, which is a beautiful coral with some sheen in it. But my absolute favorite is Dulce Pink. Like, that's just the perfect blush shade ever. But it's in my kit, and that's in my trunk right now, so Luminoso it is. But Milani blushes, dude, like Milani, if you see this, like send me all your blushes because I'm obsessed. This is my favorite blush brush right now, which is weird because it's such a random brush. This is the Wet n Wild P53. This is from the Dragon collection, but I love how it's so round and like fluffy. When I do my blush, I just smile and I hit like right outside the pupil and I just kind of like tap. And like the trend right now is like a ton of blush, which I'm like kind of living for, but like also at the same time like don't really know, you know? So I just kind of go until I'm happy, but I do like my blush to definitely be seen, like when I'm applying it, you know? I don't want to be like, oh, do I have blush on? And then I always hit my chin, top of forehead. I wish the camera was like picking up the true colors because this looks so good. But I just love this brush. It's so like fluffy, and this is like a total not expensive brush. One more thing I do like to do, because this isn't really like contoured, I'm more just like bronze. Like I don't really like having like, but if I do, like if I'm going to an event, I pick up Hoola. 100% I pick up Hoola, which is a good bronzer for most people, but I'm pretty light, so this is like a more of a contour shade, as in like a step deeper. Obviously not cool tone, but it's a step deeper. So I just take the Sigma F05. NYX has one very similar to this that I'm absolutely obsessed with as well. I just happen to have the Sigma one in my hand right now. I go back and forth between the Sigma and NYX one. So I just smile and I take the like this portion of the brush, not the whole brush, this portion, and I just tap that into like that area. So you can see now I have a little bit of line. So I always use my arms and stuff when I'm like doing stuff. I don't know why. Then I just kind of like lightly swirl it out. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on my face because I don't really want to move anything too much. I'm just lightly swirling. And as you can see, I didn't like hit my ear, and like I just kind of tapped in the middle and like swirled it out. And if my nose contour isn't enough, which I'm normally not a nose contour person, I just pinch my brushes. To me, there's no point in picking up a whole nother brush. Like, just pinch your brush. Like, that's all you have to do. And I just kind of like pinch my nose in the slightest bit more. And hit the tip a little bit more. Then I have more of like a contour nose, and if I'm like feeling kind of chubby, I'll just like tap the jawline. And sometimes bring it down. But if I feel like what I always try to do is once I do my makeup, I go like this. I know it's a little odd to go. And I check to see how bad the difference is, because obviously when you're bronzing right here, you're not bronzing all this. So I always do that. And then I bronze that piece right there and take it down. Because I don't want to look like It doesn't match. I don't care how dark that is. Like, if you're faking your life away, fake your life away, but like, make sure it's like somewhat concealed, you know? You feel me? All right, so now I'm just gonna throw on a lip, which this is a brand new obsession as of yesterday because I was filming at Girlacik. This is the shade Spice in their matte lip paint, and I think it is so cute. Since I have this like khaki eye, I think it'll be perfect. All right, you guys, so whoa. All right, you guys, so I just finished putting on Spice. Like I said, this is a new obsession as of yesterday. Like I said, you guys, this is a new obsession as of yesterday. This is Girlacik's new shade in Spice. I'm absolutely obsessed. Look how beautiful this color is, and I feel like it just complements my skin tone and like my eyes and everything so well. And I love how like if you were more tan, it'd probably look a little bit lighter. Ooh, with the dark liner. Ooh, oh, I didn't set my face. Setting spray that I've been loving is the Estée Lauder Set and Refresh. Definitely not like a must have. Like, you know, you could totally like Morphe fucking under 10 bucks it, but Estée Lauder did send this to me, and I like the mist, nice and I like how it smells, and I don't know, I like it. So I did get the Morphe continuous spray for my kit, but it's just personally not in here because I didn't buy one for my personal use, which I probably should, but I know that Tana really likes that mist, so I try to use that one on her. Yeah, so like I said, I just have been using this spray. I do have the continuous one in my kit, but I personally don't have it for me personally. I do have it in my kit because I know that Tana loves that spray, so I keep that for her. I try to like kind of keep up with what she likes and keep that in my kit for when I'm getting her ready. But yeah, guys, so this is my updated foundation routine. I kind of jumped on this routine mid-December, and I've just been absolutely obsessed. For a while, I wasn't really getting excited to like get ready and to do my makeup. Like I was kind of just like losing my passion for makeup, and I feel like I'm kind of like refining it, which is something I've actually been praying about, is like refining my love for all this stuff, because once it's not fun, it's like, why are you doing it? So yeah, I feel like I'm finally like refining my passion and my love for this. So I've been having a lot of fun getting ready, and I've been trying out new eye looks. And all that. So I just feel like I am getting back in the groove of things, and I absolutely love how my face turns out when I do my makeup this way. Like, I think it just looks so like beautiful, and like it's totally defined but very soft. Like nothing's too crazy, but like it's definitely full coverage, and it just stays super well. And this powder is just changing my life. Like I feel like this powder is why I started falling in love with makeup again. I don't know why, but that powder just like, what's good? Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you guys want to see a tutorial on my eyes, or if you guys want to know where to get that box or any of these products. I will link them down below. These are also my favorite products. I would love to know what your guys' favorite makeup products are or were of 2018 maybe, or what you're loving now. Let's talk makeup in the comments. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not already to get notified. Oh, and turn on the bell too to get notified when I upload and to get to see all my content. I have a lot of stuff coming your way, guys, so you definitely don't want to miss it. Also follow me on my socials, as in Instagram, and I'm still on Snapchat, kind of, but if you guys tweet me at any time, I'm always responsive on Twitter as well. So, I will see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed, and best of luck. Bye, babies.
Your little brother never tells you, but he loves you so. You said your mother